This is Jessica Williamson, and you're watching ZapRoot. So what gets South Koreans protesting in the streets? Turns out they've got beef with America. We know that's normal at this point, but this time it's not about Iraq, human rights, or fair trade, or anything like that. This time it's about American cows. Or more precisely, the American cattle export market. Recently, between 100,000 and 1 million people, depending on who you ask, took to the streets to protest a free trade deal that South Korea recently signed with the US, which will vastly increase Korean imports of American cattle meat. So what's all the fuss about? Our meat must be safer than our tomatoes, right? Oh, sorry, I mean tomatoes. Here's a mad fact. The US only tests 0.04% of its cows for mad cow disease. In fact, the Bush administration recently appealed a court ruling that would allow a small cattle farm to test 100% of their cows, saying more widespread testing does not guarantee food safety. I'm sorry, but isn't it the whole idea of a test? She seems to think so. In a recent report by the Netherlands Environmental Assessment Agency, the #1 carbon dioxide emitter is now China, which emits 24% of the world's greenhouse gas compared to the US's meager 21%. Preparing for an Olympic showdown, the US responded with an aggressive press release. Despite any rumors you may hear to the contrary, the US still and always will be #1. We will beat those Chinese if we have to issue a Hummer to every American man, woman, and child. You just don't know who you're messing with. CO2 is as American as apple pie. You know how it is. Sometimes you just need to move. No matter how amazing his house is, you just can't deal with that crazy boyfriend anymore. By the way, that's not my boyfriend's house. It's just some random picture. That's a bit more like it. Or perhaps the last 6 months of construction on your street is making the peace and quiet of New York seem very attractive. So yeah, I had to move. Thankfully, I discovered a great green option at Earth Friendly Moving.
I've come up with a whole way of taking trash and converting it to packing and moving products. And we rent them and it replaces cardboard. We make a box of 3 sizes. All you have to do is put your stuff in, close the lid, no tape, use zip ties, stack them in 5, load them in your car. And then we also take baby diapers and we make a pallet. It's called a poopy pallet. It's roughly 50% cheaper than buying cardboard.
Check them out at earthfriendlymoving.com. I highly recommend them. And although the baby diaper packing sounds a little dodgy, it's really just fun. Want some free stuff? Well, buygreen.com is looking to give it to you. Sign up on our community site, add a blog entry. You can use pics and videos, and the best blog entry this week will receive this. Sponsored by buygreen.com. And don't forget, there's a link in our show notes. So what's going on with alternative autos? Check out the Triac. It's a 3-wheeler designed by Green Vehicles in California. Its top speed is 80 miles per hour, has a range of 60 to 100 miles, and charges in 6 hours. The styling leaves a little to be desired, especially the third headlight and this little gappy part towards the back. And if you're looking for airbags, then you'll have to keep on looking. But they're available now, and they cost around $20,000. You can now officially lease a hydrogen vehicle. Honda is now offering its FCX Clarity in Southern California. The price is $600 per month, and it has a range of about 270 miles per tank, which is good because you're going to have to find your way back to the handful of fueling stations in the area. Check out this 220 mile per gallon car from Hybrid Technologies. They say they'll have a drivable prototype by September, so start holding your breath now. Or check out the Scorpion, which uses a mix of hydrogen and gas to get about 40 miles per gallon, which isn't great, but it sure is pretty. And we want to say bon voyage to our friends at Algalita. They just left on a voyage from Los Angeles to Hawaii on a boat that's a total piece of trash. No, really, it's made entirely out of trash. The journey is meant to bring attention to our pollution and trash production. And the good part is, we're going to be making plenty of trash while they're gone to keep them in boats for a really long time. Thanks for watching, and remember the links to our stories are in our show notes at ZapRoot.com. Hey YouTube user, you should subscribe. The button is right over here. Seriously, this button's all over the place.